read a letter from Robert Morss.
All right.
And, you know, they have been so great about reaching out to the Patriots inside. And you can do that also. You can be very much an integral part in making sure that they do not feel like that they are forgotten. You can go to Patriot Mail Project, and they have, I suggest people go by their state because that just works. You know, look who is up in your state, and you can write to them, because if you start at the beginning, you know, people get left out. So try your state and then go beyond, because, you know, these guys and gals really could use the encouragement. And here is our Patriots. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello back.
Hey.
All right, so tell us, you have a letter from Robert Morss.
I do. This is so bizarre calling in.
I love it.
I know.
It's great.
I'm so happy. It is a long letter, so I'll tell you that ahead of time, but it's got some really good stuff in here. And he wanted me to read this specifically on today. So if everybody's ready, can you hear me okay?
Hi, AJ.
Hey, we can all hear you.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. Bonjour. This is your friendly neighborhood Lego man. I want to wish you a happy Bastille Day. What is Bastille Day, you might ask? I would be happy to briefly resume my role as a history teacher to answer your question for you. The day remembered as Bastille Day took place on French soil on July 14, 1789. This day is recalled in history as the day when the people of France stormed the ancient royal fortress Bastille Prison in order to liberate the political prisoners held captive behind the unforgiving stone walls. That passionate and successful hostage rescue mission is known as the event that began the French Revolution, and today, Bastille Day is a national holiday in France. A day that may have been tragic, shocking, and vitriol at first is now honored as a testament to the pride and the will of the French people to remain free, ensure the liberty of their incarcerated brotherhood, to rise up against the ancien regime, and had been proudly celebrated for more than a century. January 6th will become America's next national holiday, our country's version of Bastille Day. To remember that our constitutional republic does not belong to an exclusive, apathetic, elite few, but that our government derives its powers from the consent of the governed and should return to the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. January 6th will become America's next national holiday. To remember that the preserving spirit eloquently captured in the words of our excellent national anthem remain true. To remember that our star-spangled banner does yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave, that despite the overwhelming odds, our flag is still there. On future January 6th, we will reverently recite the names of the victorious dead who gave their lives on Capitol grounds: Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Benjamin Phillips, and Kevin Greason, who will always be remembered. On future January 6th, we will ceremoniously eat lobster to remember how back then our own crooked government designed that cold, fateful day to be none other than a lobster trap, to tarnish a rightful president along with those who ardently, genuinely, and constitutionally assembled to make America great again after witnessing so much shameful disgrace to their home. On future January 6th, we will celebrate that day to remember how the domestic enemies of liberty gravely miscalculated. They did not anticipate how the integrity of the people would rise to the occasion as a result and would continue on from the entrapment machinations of that cold, fateful day to overcome the deceptions of a shamelessly corrupt justice system, and complicit media. We will celebrate January 6th because what the enemy intended for evil, the Creator transformed for good, and the truth really did set us free. January 6th will not exclusively be a holiday for political prisoners who had their lives destroyed by a despotic two-tiered justice system, but a holiday that celebrates the vast amount of support the January 6th political prisoners received around the nation and the world while incarcerated. To remember, like the French Bastille Day, the American people have stormed tens of millions of letters into the various and horrific prisons where the J6ers have been held hostage, thanks to the efforts of Patriot Mail Project. Senators and congressmen and women, representatives of the people, have stormed inside the prisons where the J6ers have been held hostage. The people banded together to relieve the forlorn political prisoners from the godless swamp of Northern Neck Regional Jail in Warsaw, Virginia, by the might, determination, and fervor of the heroic Northern Neck Patriots. The people who had loved ones abducted inside the wretched building or answered the call of duty have relentlessly set up camp outside the D.C. Gulag, where our J6ers have been held hostage continually, claiming territory behind enemy lines, giving a voice to our people, known as the Freedom Corner, for years now. So you see, January 6th, like the French's Bastille Day, was and has always been about a fraternity and equality of the people from sea to shining sea, uniting together after a long train of abuses to demand life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness from their government, expectations of which there is no shame to claim due to our self-evident, God-given, unalienable rights of man. January 6th will forevermore belong to the people of a country who were excruciatingly unimpressed and had suffered too long at the hands of their own government, and to whomever that since that cold, fateful day in 2021 were willing to try and rescue their own. Because like our cousins, real French and real Americans do not leave their people behind and are always willing to fight for freedom's sake. January 6th has been the foe of liberty's greatest mistake and will be the American people's next triumphant holiday. So today, July 14th, perhaps for the first time, raise a glass of champagne today with the French. Celebrate Bastille Day with the very country we owe our independence to, and begin finding a surplus of pride for the people of America on January 6th, who decided to be more than a sunshine patriot, who were willing to have a rendezvous with destiny on the steps of the people's house, who were willing to remind the government who they work for, with the right of the people to peacefully assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances, and who still have the courage to keep this republic with our free minds and bare hands each and every year. Viva la France! God bless America! Viva la liberté! This has been your friendly neighborhood Lego man. He has his website on here.
All right.
It's www.aka Apple Kite Apple VTHE Lego LEGGO man MAN.com. So www.aka.thelegoman.com. And he cited 2 Corinthians chapter 4. He wanted me to say, Rangers lead the way, and happy Bastille Day.
All right.
Wow, we love it.
That's right. Rangers lead the way, all the way.
Oh, yes. I'm so happy.
It was our honor, yes.
Yeah, and what a beautiful testament, and how true and how heartfelt. And, we needed to hear that today.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
I
This is a
know.
good one for today.
Well, you know what? While I have you on here, do you want to do a little testament about Patriot Mail Project and the things in which you have
Oh, sure.
experienced, please?
Oh my gosh. I can't tell you the relationships that we have made with several of the hostages and their families. The connections that we've made, the friendships that we've made. Just there's not much we can do on our end other than to be a support and encouragement and just to let them know they're not alone. But we always just think, what would I do if it were my family in there? And that's why we have to do this, because it could be our family. It could be next, we could be next. But the people that we've met are quality people. People that you want to want to stay with forever, and keep friendships up with. And like AJ and I he retired this year, but I'm retiring next year, and it's our goal next year to take our camper, and we want to travel across the country, and we want to meet with our J6 family members.
Oh, wow.
and get to know everybody more. And I'm not a YouTuber, or I'm not a writer, but I want to document this somehow, because these people's stories need to be told on the outside.
I'll go with you.
On the inside.
Hey, Trooper said he'll go with you.
Okay, Trooper.
I like
Tell him
trips.
AJ said hi.
Oh, I hear
Very
you.
cool.
It's just amazing because, many know that AJ and Susie have been down here on the corner, but they have reached out to so many Jan Sixers, and their ripple effect has really caused something to happen. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sharing your story about Patriot Mail Project, and also Robert Morse's letter, because it was a beautiful testament. So I'm sure
We appreciate you guys. I mean, there is nobody who does it like you guys do. The time, the energy, the heartache, the consistency. There's nothing that can do what you all have done every day in and day out continuously. And there's no price that you can put on that. And I'm sure that there's so many families that can echo that have been on the other end of your hand, that you've reached out to help.
Well,
it's unbelievable.
I love you guys.
In your own pain.
Well, you know what? You know as well as I know, it is our duty.
Yes.
So, we are all united together in that. And
Yes.
so I appreciate your praise, but I give it back to you, and I give it back to, so many of the people and the patriots that are so activated right now.
There are so many.
So many, and we can feel it moving. We can feel it
Yep.
happening.
Absolutely. And get your gear, guys. Go to forashley.com. Get your t-shirt. Don't be afraid to wear it. Get it in the store. I can't tell you. Every time I go to Costco, Lord, I go there way too much. But every time I go to Costco, people reach out and talk about it. We have conversations. And then other people are, you can see they're listening to you. It's get your gear. Just get you an Ashley shirt.
Get your gear. It is the best conversation starter, and people can't help but look at it, and they're
Yep.
looking at it. So,
Yep.
God bless Ashley. God bless Mickey.
Yes, absolutely.
So, well, I love you guys so much. I can't
We
wait
love
for
you.
y'all to come in August. We're gonna party
Yep.
down.
Hi.
All right, I love you guys.
Bring some Buckeyes.
Anytime.
Bring Buckeyes, they say.
We will.
Love you guys.
American flags every time.
American. I'm playing it right now.
Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue.
It's Susie. That's what she's talking about. I love me some AJ and Susie.